This is Eric from Pack Hacker, and today we're taking a look at the Black Ember SHADOW 26, which I've been testing for the past 2 weeks. If you find this video helpful, make sure you subscribe so we can continue making content like this to help you travel smarter. Let's dive in. So the primary pack material that we're working with is a Cordura Recore RN66. So this is recycled nylon, and I really dig how this looks. It's got a nice matte look to it. It also it's almost like feels waxed canvasy, but like thinner and a little bit more durable. One thing I will note is that it does tend to pick up hair and dust and stuff like that. And I live in an old dusty house, so that's just kind of what happened. It is really easy to clean it though, just with like a piece of tape or if you have a lint roller or something like that. But overall, I really do dig how the exterior of this thing looks. We've got YKK zippers, so you can see there on the front compartment. And then there's a big zipper that runs all the way around the main compartment that is from YKK as well. They're both AquaGuard, which gives you that little bit of extra water resistance if you're caught in the rain or something like that. So moving over here to the back side, we've got this sternum strap here, and this is a mag lock. Oh, wrong side. I really do find this easy to use because you can just push on that little hole right there to open it, and just, I don't know, it's very easy, and it makes a little more sense to me than some of the fid locks and stuff like that. But the rest of the hard plastic adjusters here are from Woojin. They work how you'd expect them to, no issues to report there. I'm gonna flip over just for a second here. On the bottom of the pack, we have these 2 attachment loops with G-hooks there. You see they attach to the bottom of the pack. They're a little bit fiddly to tighten, so I had a bigger tripod in the bottom here, and now I have a smaller one, so it's a little bit loose, but it's not gonna fall out or anything like that. So that is one thing. If you have a smaller item, it is a bit harder to attach it. I had a bigger tripod, that's why it was easier. But I do like the look of these G-hooks. I kind of wish they were clips, it'd be a bit quicker, but I do like how they look. We've got no water bottle pockets to work with, but we'll get inside. There is one on the interior. We've got 2 handles here, one on each, or 3 handles I should say, one on each side and one on the top, which is helpful for while you're, at the airport or at public transit or whatever you're doing. And speaking of travel, we have a luggage pass-through on this side right here. So that way when you put it through, the bag does sit vertically like this. And because of 2 zippers, you can leave the zippers wherever you want, either on the top, so you can get into the pack, or if you want them to be on the bottom, you just put them on the bottom side, and that gives you a little bit of extra security. No one can really open the zippers without you wanting them to. So on the back panel here, we have stowable shoulder straps, little hook and loop fastener there. This pops up, shove it inside, and then you are secure. Really quick, really easy. I love that system, especially when you're going to the airport, or if you are using the luggage pass-through or whatever. It's just very handy and very quickly to just pop them in. Get a little stuck there because I'm on a table, and pop them back out. But the back panel here, very, very sturdy. I'm a fan of a sturdy back panel, so I like this, but if you like more cushion, it might not be for you. There are holes, you probably can't really see. I guess you can see them looking on the screen here, which helps with airflow, and then mesh on here as well. Very comfortable if you ask me. The shoulder straps are very, very sturdy. They're probably just as sturdy as the back panel, but I'm not as big of a fan of super sturdy shoulder straps, but they are pretty comfortable. I like the kind of S or boomerang shape that they have going on. At the top, we've got some load lifters that use a hook and loop fastener, and you can tighten them with, there's a little adjuster in here to make it looser or tighter. We've got a removable sternum strap here. It's not on a rail, so you're not gonna be able to make those micro adjustments. But overall, I really did find this magnetic buckle easy to use, and it stayed put. Like obviously if you're on a rail, those things can kind of move around a little bit. This did not move at all because it really can't. So overall, I felt that the harness system here was very comfortable and just very intuitive. I really like this quick design to stow these away. So if you're at the airport and you need to stow it, to put it on top of your luggage or put it in the overhead compartment, it's just really easy to do, and I really dig that. So I've got the pack on now, and as I said, the shoulder straps and the back panel are very firm, which if you're taking a short walk, that might be a little kind of deter you a little bit, but after a while, I find that I like the sturdy padding a bit more. So as I said, I think this is a very comfortable carry, and the sternum strap really does a good job of keeping the shoulder straps where you want them. But as you can see, this is a pretty long pack, especially if you have something attached down here. So if you have a shorter torso length or you're just a shorter person, it's gonna basically be a lot bigger on you. You'd be like a turtle with a shell that's too big. So that is something to note if you have a smaller frame. I'm just over 6 foot, and this is, I mean, almost a little big for me, especially for the literage that you're getting out of this pack. So as far as secondary compartments go, we've just got this one here on the front. I should mention that we have these nice pull tabs on these zippers here. They kind of feel like Hypalon. The materials weren't listed, but that is what it feels like. It feels very nice. And we also have these little kind of grab tabs here as well to help you open and close the zipper. So I really like the organization that's in this compartment, but as you can see, the access to it is pretty small. So this pocket runs from the top of the pack down to the bottom. It's a really big compartment, but it's hard to access the inside because of the zipper, and these teeth doesn't really hurt, but it's a little bit uncomfortable when you're kind of in there and just like doing things. Like if you want to get to the bottom of the pack, you're like rubbing that zipper on your arm, and it's just not all that comfortable. Just something to note, and especially because we do have some nice thoughtful organization inside of here, and I really, as you can see, I don't really use it because it's hard to access it, especially if you have quite a bit of stuff stowed in the main compartment. So one thing I really do dig is this key ring here. Got a little nice orange accent so you can see it, and it is a magnet, so you can just pop it off like that, open your door, do whatever you need to do, and it just clips back on like that. Doesn't come off either. So I really dig that. I think that's a nice thing. It's not too long either to where it's annoying, just kind of perfect, and doesn't really get in the way of the other stuff inside of here either. So we've got a liner pocket right here that you can see. I'm just struggling to like even really show you this. A liner pocket here, and then a mesh pocket on top of that. And that pocket goes to about right here. So it is a pretty big pocket, but it's really hard to access it. On this side, we've got the same thing, liner pocket that goes down to about here, and then a stretchy mesh pocket that goes down to the same length, but just really hard to get to the stuff. We've got these 2 pen pockets, and out of all the stuff in here, other than the keyring, these are the easiest to use just because they kind of are there. But if you were to put a smaller item in one of these pockets, it's going to slide down and you're not really going to have access to it. But overall, I like the use of the space, just that the access isn't so great. You can stow a packable rain jacket in here, whatever your quick use items, they'll just kind of pile in here, whether it's a packable sling, like a packable tote or something like that. You can throw it all inside here and you have access to it, but you kind of got to get used to grabbing it like this or just doing what you got to do to get to it. So I just quickly removed the tripod because depending on what the size of the item you have attached here, it actually can cover up the bottom zippers a little bit, and I want to show you guys the full clamshell experience here. So typically with a clamshell pack, I'm used to like you open it up and then you flip it over, in the bottom part where like it is attached to the back panel is the bucket. That's where you put all your stuff. Then the other side on the lid, you have a bit of organization and stuff like that for your smaller items. So this one's a bit flipped, just as you can see even from where the zipper is placed, that most of your bulk is on this side. So the main compartment actually is here because that's the other pocket. So you can just kind of see how it's broken up, that front area, the bucket on the lid, and then the back area. So I just wanted to show you that before we open it. And these zippers, or this compartment zipper track is so long it can be easy to forget where you stowed your zippers. So I'm gonna open this up, and I've got packing cubes inside there. And because of how, at least how I'm used to opening a backpack, I want to open it like this. And it's kind of like a sandwich instead of, and like, it's just like, this is the meat and it's like falling out of the sandwich right now. And just, I don't know, it's not what I'm used to. And there really isn't, even this side that has the extra area as like the bucket, there isn't a ton of space to put stuff. So it's like you really can only put stuff safely where they have organization for you to put it. And there is quite a bit of organization, but if you have something like packing cubes, which you think you'll be able to use in a 26-liter day pack, it's just a little bit, I don't know, it's a bit weird. And I like all of the organization that's inside here, just it's hard to load other items that maybe aren't supposed to be here, I guess. I don't know, it's just a little bit odd. I don't exactly know how I feel about it, but I know it wasn't super easy for me to use. On this side over here, we've got a laptop compartment. So this is my 15-inch. You can see there's a little bit of wiggle room there. I'll slide that out of there. See, it's a little hard to get that over. It's a bigger laptop though. Nice soft material on this side of that and pretty padded on both sides, so your laptop's gonna stay safe. On top of that, we have another padded compartment with that same soft material. So if you were to put something with glass there, it's gonna not scratch it up. Got a tablet inside there, no worries at all. And there really is quite a bit of space there. So in theory, you could bring 2 laptops if you're traveling with a partner, or you have a work computer and like a gaming computer or a personal computer. You could have both of those on this side, But other than that, that's it. That's all that's happening over here. So we'll move on over to this side. So we have quite a bit going on over here. This is actually the water bottle pocket right here. I really don't like putting water bottles inside my pack. It's just, I think it's just stuck in my head from like when I was younger or something. I don't know, I don't like to do it. So this was a perfect fit for, this is the air split kit, and it really just fits perfectly inside here. So I put all my tech in and stuff like that, my chargers, my cables. So that's a perfect fit inside there. You probably might have an organizer that fits in there nicely, or if you trust putting a water bottle inside a pack, I know other backpack manufacturers do that as well. You could slide your water bottle in here. It's probably not gonna fit a 32-ounce Nalgene or a big Yeti or something, but it's gonna fit most of your water bottle needs right here. So the rest of this space is a zippered compartment here that is just kind of a good spot for flat stuff like a book or something like that. It should be noted that when this is in here, it kind of covers that second part of the zipper, so it's hard to get to. Above that, we have, I've been kind of calling this like a tech organizer. So we've just got basically like a nice little folding organizer here. I've got my phone and my wallet in there. We've got quite a bit of space to stow stuff. You got two little pockets here, a larger pocket, two more smaller pockets, and then a large pocket right here. On the back wall, we've got this pass-through, and this pass-through goes into that front compartment. So if you did have your phone in that front area, you could have your battery bank or something like that up here, and the cable running through there to get there. So I do like this, but the little magnet fidlock looking thing, it's not a fidlock, but is a little odd to me. I don't know, just don't really get it, but I think it looks cool, and it's also really fun to just kind of like play with. So that is an added bonus. But overall, just a little bummed with how much gear I could fit inside here. And maybe that's just in my head because of how big it is. I think I'm gonna be able to put a bunch of stuff in here, and then I can't fit as much as I thought I would, or at least as easily as I thought I'd be able to. But I really do like a lot of the features and really do dig the look of this pack. So there you have it, the Black Ember Shadow 26. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel. We'll see you in the next one.